It's time for Norton Blue Jays Sports on Superstar Country 102.5 and Superstar1025.com.
And good afternoon. Marvin Matthew, Jody Cox with you as we are ready for regional volleyball. And fortunately, we are the host of regional volleyball, which means we get all of our matches for regional right here at Stoll Gymnasium. And that's why we say to you, if you can come and fill these stands to support these girls, we want you here. Now, we understand if you can't, we appreciate you listening to KQNK. We're also, you can watch it on our streaming. All you have to do is go to Facebook and search KQNK on your Facebook, and you'll see an opportunity to punch into our live streaming. Then you can watch and listen to Jody and I give you the action of our volleyball. But more than anything, we would love to have you here in the stands supporting our girls. Our first round opponent is?
Well, so the Stoll Gymnasium with their new remodel, they have two courts. So the west court, first up, is Norton versus Larned, and on the east court, we have Lakin versus Scott City. So the schedule here, Norton versus Larned at 4 o'clock. After that, Norton versus Scott City. After that second match, they're going to take a 20-minute break, and then Norton versus Lakin. So there's no break for these girls, really, from either team. They're going after it.
Rotate around.
Yep, 4 teams, 2 courts, they're going to go.
All right, that's the way it's going to be lined out for us. So it's going to go a lot quicker than we anticipated initially, so that's good to hear.
Yep.
This team from Larned, I've been watching them do some of their warm-ups, and they've got a couple of pretty tall girls, which in volleyball, that's a good thing.
Right. So Larned's record is 8-23. So that's not really indicative this time of year of what a team can do, because we know in the playoffs they can really get after it.
Doing introductions here courtside. We'll continue here to let you know what's going on. For our girls, they've had just a wonderful year, and they've played some very tough tournaments, which I think, that's the philosophy is put them up against the best so they know what that feels like by the time you get to this section where you go into regional sub-state. You've already faced some of the best in the state, and they are prepared for this level of competition.
Well, and the tournaments they go to, they play up to 5 matches in one Saturday. And so when they are only playing 3 here, granted they don't have much break, but they're playing 3 matches today, they should be rested and ready. Their bodies should be ready to go today.
So through this regional, and I'm just showing my ignorance, which I'm good at, but through this regional, then how do they come up with a 1, 2, and 3? There's a possibility, I guess, that there could be a tie at the end.
Right. So when you look at the standings in our regional, Hoisington was number 1, Beloit was number 2, and Norton was number 3. So each of those 3 schools got to host a regional. Now, each of those top 3 only had 4 losses on the year, but Hoisington had several more total matches. And so they're number 1. Beloit had less matches than Hoisington, but more than Norton, so they're ranked number 2. Now, some people think that Beloit is a better ball team than Hoisington. They've got some really good girls. 2 girls on their team have reached 2,000 kills.
Wow.
In their 2,000, not just 1,000, 2,000 kills, 2 different girls on the same team. That's pretty amazing. So let's say Hoisington and Beloit and Norton all come out on top. Norton would have to go to Beloit more than likely, still being a number 3 seed, going to the number 2, and then Hoisington would host whoever the number 4 seed is. So, and I haven't really looked to see who that was. I got to Norton and I quit.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting that it be lined up, because they are 1, 2, 3. They all have 4 losses. It's just a matter of how many matches they've played through the season is what's going to determine their seeding.
Yep.
And that history on Beloit, if we win here and Beloit wins where they are hosting at home their regional, then we would travel to Beloit and look at those 2 girls that each have 2,000 kills.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's quite an accomplishment.
It really
On
is.
the other side, we've got a gal here that has 1,000 digs to her credit. And if you've ever seen her play, Caseyana Kieswetter, this girl is not afraid to throw her body at the ball.
Well, I tell you what, her dad was a wrestler, high school, college wrestler for UNK. She does wrestling. I see her dad has her roofing houses, changing the brakes in her car. I mean, I tell you what, this girl can do it all. And when you see her on that court, it is no surprise that she sacrifices her body and can just get where she needs to be to get that ball.
I don't mean to be, but there's a lot of girls and guys that couldn't point to where brakes are even located on a car, and she's changing them. That's impressive to me right there. And she's just a good gal, too, KQNK. All of these girls on our Norton squad are good. National anthem. Couple of Norton girls there on the national anthem as well. KQNK, one of them, and the other one was
Jada Peterson, both seniors on the Blue Jay squad. So that's pretty great that there's multi-talented kids in this area here. KQNK, we know we just talked about her. Jada Peterson, she's a senior, hasn't played a lot, but that doesn't mean she isn't a contributor. I tell you, on the bench, they're always cheering the squad on, whether they're playing or not, and that's a testament to just who they are as individuals.
Hey, we have Lakin in at 23-12. We have Larned at 8-23, and Scott City 16-18 are the other teams competing in this regional. Norton will open up against Larned at 8-23. They're circling around there. Last-minute words from prospective coaches, and we'll get underway here. Jody Cox will have our play-by-play for us. And, Jody, I mentioned to you earlier, I've had so many compliments about how they enjoy your play-by-play, how descriptive you are of the court and knowledge of the sport itself.
Oh, well, I appreciate that. I tell you, these girls are a lot of fun to watch, and if we can help other people at home that can't be here to kind of know what's going on, why that's pretty special to be able to do that for them.
Remind you, we are showing video on Facebook Live. And I think you have to go, I said KQNK, but I think it's under Blue Jay Athletics is where you will find the video. We'll get information from Mandy on that. Larned will start off with the first serve. Oh, man, first serve right on the line and ace.
Well, that's a good start.
That was a nice soft serve for Larned.
Yeah, for Larned.
Maya Wilson.
Serves up.
Sophomore.
Ball goes Casey with the pass. Leah Clark tries to tip it over. Larned has it. Hit. Casey again with the pass. Goes to Leah Clark. Over to Holly Brooks. Nice hard hit to the back row, and they can't handle it.
How about that? Troy Kieswetter, our principal, is the one that returns the ball up in the stands.
I think his daughter's more athletic than he is.
It might be.
Yeah.
So Norton gets to serve.
Starting off, Holly Brooks. Good serving, and it's an ace for the Blue Jays. Great job.
Right there.
There you go, Holly. She's a great server. We like her in the front row.
Did it not? Oh, okay. 2-1.
Yep. Holly again serves up. Going to the right side, and it was long.
Right. It's now 2-2 as we get ready for service by number 15, Aaron Smith.
And Brooks, Kieswetter, and Cox serve receive. Larned with the serve. Casey to Leah to Bina. Nice kill by Audrey.
She made a statement right there. Aubrey hit that thing with lightning in her hand.
You bet. I tell you, Audrey, if she can get a few hooks here to start the game, that's great for her confidence.
3-2 Norton.
Now we have Miller back to serve. Back to Larned. Into the net. They can't handle it.
4-2 Norton.
Yep, point Blue Jays. Great job by Ellie Miller getting that serve in. Back to serve again. Blue Jays have a pretty good student section there, kind of dressed up in some fun Halloween costumes. Miller with the serve. Oh, ace.
How about that? That's a couple of aces already. We like that.
That was a lot of movement on that ball. I don't know if you could see. That was kind of moving right to left, and it dropped.
Again, that Norton leads 5-2.
Another serve by Miller. Up by Larned. Set to the outside. Hit. Came off the arms of Alexis David on the block. They were there, just didn't quite get what they needed.
5-3, Norton leading, and back to serve for Larned is Madison Wood.
Serves up to Brooks, pops it up. Leah Clark goes on the right side to Audrey. She can't handle it. You can't really tell if that set was off or if Audrey just wasn't able to.
I think it might have been a combination, but the set was definitely a little off.
Well, I think the pass was a little off as well. Served by Larned. Leah tries to keep it on the side. David gets it over. Larned set to the right side. Deep, hard hit. Leah has to take the first pass. Bina set to David. David hits it over. Larned setting on the left side. Blue Jays get a touch. And they were in the net on the block.
That'll make it 5-5 right now. They're able to tie it up.
Served by Larned. Brooks with the pass. Leah goes to the middle with David. Blocked.
Nice block by Larned. They lead 6-5.
Blue Jays aren't getting their coverage there. When someone hits, they got to surround them and get covered. Here we go again. Larned with the serve. Brooks with the pass up. It comes over. Larned tips it over. Blue Jays can't quite get there.
Larned leads 7-5.
Yeah, again, the key to any offense is a good pass, and the Blue Jays just aren't passing very well. Serve goes over Casey on his head. She lets it go, and it's in, but it was clear at the back line.
So Larned with some momentum here, leading 8-5.
Served by Larned. Brooks to Kieswetter. Cox tries to tip it. Larned blocks it. Leah gets it up. David tips it over. Larned hits it. Brooks tries to save it, and it goes off her arm.
9-5.
Blue Jays, they just are not really moving and talking. I say, I don't know. The end of the year, home court advantage, and looks like Coach Murillo wants a timeout to talk it over.
We'll take another timeout as well. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Fit to Go is your fitness destination for a healthier, happier you. At Fit to Go, they're more than just a gym. They're your fitness family. The state-of-art of equipment is there to help you reach your goals, whether it's shredding pounds, building muscle, or boosting your energy. They're a small gym with a big heart. They know your name, your story, and your fitness journey because they're there to support your every step of the way. Fit to Go. Join today. Fit to Go, where fitness meets family.
Welcome back. It is 9-5 with Lakin leading Norton on the other side. Larned is leading Norton. Lakin is leading Scott City by a score of 9-0.
Yep. So it looks like Lakin's kind of come out strong here on the East Court. Back to the Blue Jays. Larned with the serve. Blue Jays, nice set. Outside to Cox. She hits it over. Larned set it outside, and the girl hit it long.
So we finally get to serve back, but now we trail 9-6 to Larned.
Audrey Bina back to serve for the Blue Jays. Right up against the bleachers for her little jump serve. Nice hard serve. Up by Larned. They're going to bump set. Roll it over to the Blue Jays. Bina sets it outside to Cox. Cox does a tip over. Larned, they touched it, but it drops behind the block.
Right down the line with that tip. That worked out.
Yep.
9-7. Larned leads, and Norton closing the gap.
Yep. Bina back to serve. Another jump serve deep. Off the arms of Larned, off the rafters. They pass it over, rolled it. Oh, that was a nice hard roll down the middle.
Yeah, that was tough. They played it well off the rafters, and it paid off for them. Larned leads 10-7.
Larned back to serve. Number 3, Hagerman, who's a senior. Little jump serve going deep. Brooks, they call her for a lift. She tried to push past that one, and they called her for a lift. Kind of a double hit there.
11-7, Larned.
Hagerman serving again, a senior. Jump serve. It's time to Cox. Dina sets it outside to Clark. Clark's going to tip it over. Larned does a bump pass to the right. They push it over with a tip. Clark, Larned, and they hit it out of bounds. A lot of back and forth here, tipping and going without a lot of hard stuff.
11-8, Larned leads.
Cox back to serve. Larned tries to push pass. Dive for a pass, and they can't handle that one. Point Blue Jays.
Close the gap to 2. 11-9 our score, with Larned continuing to lead.
Chloe up to serve again. We'll jump serve to the right side. Off the arms to the side. They try to get it over to the front row. David with the pass up. Bina goes behind her to Brooks. Oh, they didn't call that one a lift. Oh. So that was classic. So we hit it in the air. Audrey was going to set it, but Hallie jumped over and hit it over in 2. Hallie likes to go over in 2. I think that's a great play. They just got to talk.
Blue Jays within 1.
The serve was long for Chloe.
12-10, Larned leads.
There's Cox, Kieswetter, and Brooks in the serve receive for the Blue Jays. Bina's a setter. Soft serve to the middle. Bina goes outside to Brooks, off the block, and it's a point.
Jordan gets the serve back, trailing by 1. 12-11.
Caseyana Kieswetter back to serve for the Blue Jays. Getting the location from Coach Murillo. Serves back center, kind of short. Goes over. Brooks goes up and hits it back to Larned. Score. I tell you, Hallie, she never ceases to amaze me with how well she can do that.
Jordan comes back to tie it up, and Larned takes the timeout, and we will too.
Save more, earn more with the Easy Saver account at the United Northwest Federal Credit Union. Enrollment in this program automatically rounds up the amount of all debit card and share draft purchases made from your checking account to the next whole dollar and deposits into the Easy Saver savings account. Not only will this account help you save, but it also earns 2.01% APY monthly. Special terms and conditions apply. Come in today and open your Easy Saver account at the United Northwest Federal Credit Union, where everything we do for you. NCUA insured.
If you're hearing a little strange noise from your vehicle, it's time that you give your car some TLC. At Ingalls Sales and Service, they have a great selection of parts and accessories, and their expert mechanics will help you with your car maintenance and repairs. So swing by Ingalls Sales and Service, where your car deserves the best, and they've got it for you. Drive in, drive out, and drive happy with Ingalls Sales and Service, your best car's friend. Visit them today at 209 West Lincoln in Norton.
Welcome back. It is now Norton 13 and Larned 12, and Norton serving.
Yep, Kieswetter with the serve up, going to Larned. Bad pass into the net, tip it over, Cox to Bina. Bina goes back to Brooks, who hits it down. Kill.
He is feeling it.
Kill by Hallie. That's what you want to see from a senior. I tell you what, you have nothing to lose. You want to see him stepping up and making those big plays, and that's exactly what she's doing.
14-12 Norton.
Kieswetter still serving. Serves to the back row for Larned. Pass to their setter. Does a back row attack.
It's long.
Yep, out of bounds.
15-12.
So I think Larned's trying to mix it up a little bit. Instead of going to their front lines because of our blocking, they're trying to hit from the back row, and it just didn't work. Kieswetter serving it. Larned has to get it in the air. Tries to get it over. Miller pops it up for the Blue Jays. Cox to Clark. Back to Larned, who pushes it outside. They're going to roll it. Dina has to take the first one. Hallie steps up and takes it over in 2. She's so deceiving. I think she's going to set it, and then she comes up with that left hand, and boom.
They had them all full. Nobody even got close.
That was good.
16-12, Norton.
He's winner again, serves it deep corner. Larned pops it up, tried to pass set to push it over. Cox with the pass to Bina. Bina going in the middle to Miller, and that's long.
I didn't even recognize Coach Murillo. He has long pants on. Norton leads 16-13. Larned serving.
Larned serves. He's winner. Bina gets it popped up to Clark. Hits it cross court.
Oh, nice.
Nice job by Leah Clark there. Clark back to serve for the Blue Jays. Deep middle. Larned pops it up. It's over. Bina's there to try to block it. Clark has to take the first pass. Brooks pops it up to Bina, who hits it over. Touched by Larned, but it lands on the floor on their side.
Saved us from the very beginning because that serve would definitely have been out.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, we want to thank Isabella Stewart for being here as our student representative, because if we didn't have a student part of our team, we couldn't do it on our Facebook. So thank you, Isabella.
Awesome. We won't hold it against her. We know her dad. We won't hold that against her.
Lucky. Our score is 18-13, Norton in command, and they will continue to serve.
Leah Clark still serving for the Blue Jays. In the front row, we have Brooks, Miller, and Bina. That's probably our strongest front row right now. Clark with the serve deep. Larned pops it up. Going to pass outside. Kieswetter gets it up to the middle. Clark goes outside to Bina, who has the try a little too far outside.
Yeah, it was over her. She was lucky to even get a hand on it.
Yeah. The pass was a little short, and Leah had to hurry and try to get to the ball, and so her set was just a little off. So, again, that passing for everybody. We got to get good passes and run our offense. Larned with the serve. Kieswetter with the pass to Clark. Goes behind her to Brooks. Off the block, and that's a kill for Hallie.
Makes it 19-14. The match on the other side between Lakin and Scott City is now 16-15.
Yeah, Scott
and I believe Scott City just tied it up.
Blue Jays serve to Larned. They pass outside. Larned goes deep. Brooks gets it up. Bina back to the middle, and Cox can't get it over the net.
19-15, Norton leading.
A good job by Larned. They went deep, and our Blue Jays, they have a tendency to kind of get sucked up close to the net, but they were going long corner, and we couldn't handle it. Larned with the serve, little jump serve deep. Brooks again pops it up. Kieswetter steps in. Bina, deep.
Oh.
Yep.
She knew that was out. She should have let it go.
Right. It could have been, hopefully it would have dropped. But, yeah, Bina tried to go to the deep corner, and the Larned's libero, she tried to pass with her hands, and it didn't work.
So Norton leads 20-15.
Miller back to serve for the Blue Jays. Serve to the left side. Popped up by Larned. Hit down the line. Clark takes the first pass. Cox tries to step in. That's a tough one. So any time your setter takes that first pass, somebody's got to step in. Typically the right side, step up and set the ball. And they were all just standing there looking at each other, a little bit of a brain fart. So Blue Jays need to clean up that kind of stuff. Larned with the pass. Clark. Bina hits it down.
Another one of those hammer kills right there. 21-16 Norton.
Audrey really swinging hard today. That's what we like to see from her. Now Bina serving. Jump serve into the net.
21-17.
Court's just a little small here today for those players that have a jump serve. They don't quite get the approach like some other gyms. Larned serving deep. He's let it go, and that's a point. Blue Jays out of bounds.
22-17 on this first set. Again, this is regional competition right here at Stoll Gymnasium with Norton leading Larned.
Chloe Cox to serve. Larned pass up. Set in the middle. Tried to tip. Brooks pops it up. Bina sets to Brooks. Goes cross court. They had a touch on it for the block, slowed it down, and their coverage, they couldn't handle it, and it went off their arms out of bounds.
23-17 Norton.
I can see Chloe staying a rhythm here serving. Has that nice little floater serve. Going long. Oh, nice job. She's trying to hit that back line, and their player couldn't handle that. She tried to pass set it, and it didn't work.
Chloe serving for this set.
Serves up. Larned passes it over to the net to the Blue Jays. Cox to Bina to Brooks. And
there it is.
That's the point.
25-17. Lorton had a little lull there after they got started. Got behind by about 4 or 5 points, but then came storming back, and they win this one 25-17.
Yep.
Now they will wait for the winner of the other one in competition. 19-18 is our score, with Lakin ahead by 1.
So we have another set here to see who wins.
Oh, that's right. I'm ahead of myself there.
Just hopefully that's some foreshadowing.
Yeah, the future.
Yeah.
All right, we'll take a 1-minute timeout.
Retro's the now, and now you can customize your household appliances with all the comfort of modern functions and the look of the 70s. Cowpoke Supply has a full line of retro appliances, including washer and dryer set, refrigerator and freezer, dishwasher, and stove. If you're looking for a new look, then look no further than Cowpoke Supply. While you're looking, keep in mind, Cowpoke Supply has a full line of home improvement, maintenance, and repair materials. That's Cowpoke Supply on West Highway 36 in Norton.
Iron Insurance Partners believes in being there to support you with the coverage you need to keep your world secure. From auto and home, commercial, farm to life and Medicare supplements, our friendly agents are here to help. Protect what matters most with an agent who cares. Visit ironrisk.com or call 785-877-4016. Iron Insurance Partners. We're stronger together.
As cold and flu season approaches, Norton County Hospital and Clinics is here to keep you healthy. Follow these simple tips to stay well. Wash up often and scrub hands for at least 20 seconds. Cough into your elbow to prevent spreading germs. Avoid sharing food and utensils. Get the shot. The flu vaccine is your best defense. Keep your distance from anyone who's sick. And if you're feeling unwell, stay at home and recover. Stay healthy and enjoy a flu-free season.
Welcome back, Norton. We'll start the second set with the serve, and Brooks back to serve. And here's Jody Cox to tell you all about it.
Yep, here we go with the second set. Hopefully Blue Jays got all these kinks figured out and are ready to communicate and hustle and win some ball games here. Brooks into the net. Boy, that's not something you see very often. Hallie's usually solid with her serves. That's why she's the starting server. But
if you're looking for the video, go to KQNK. There is a link with the videos on Blue Jay Athletics. Go to KQNK's Facebook, and there will be a link there to connect.
Blue Jays hit it over to Larned. Larned back to the Blue Jays. Kieswetter with a pass to Clark. Clark's going outside to Bina. He goes down the line off the hands, and that's a point.
1-1 our score, and it's going to be Miller back to serve.
Yep. Ellie Miller's back to serve for the Blue Jays. Serves up, over. Larned gets it in the air. Bump set. They go over. Clark has to take the first one. Again, they're not talking. Who's getting it?
Out.
Nope, in. That was in. That's a point, Blue Jays. Nice job by everybody. And Leah takes that first pass, and then Brooks stepped up and did a bump set to Audrey on the outside, who hit it down. Miller again serving. Larned had a little miscommunication off their arms into the net. Point Blue Jays.
Lakin wins the first set on the other court, 25-19. That just concluded.
Miller serving. Blue Jays up 3-1. Serves up. Back middle. Larned pops it up. Sets the back set to the middle. Pushes it to Cox. Clark sets up Bina. Bina hits it hard in the middle.
It's in.
That's a kill.
They thought it was going to be out, and they guessed wrong. 4-1 Norton.
Yep. It wasn't really the hardest hit ball, but it went where it needed to. Miller still serving.
Location. Oh,
Looks like it was going to be long, but Larned stuck their arm out, and it hit the ground. So it's point Blue Jays.
that was like desperation sticking her arm
Yeah.
out. She thought she had guessed wrong, but I think she was right.
Yeah.
5-1 Norton.
Miller again, serving. Oh, it went back over to the Blue Jays. Miller tries to dive for it, and it went into the bleachers.
The Larned will serve with Norton leading 5-2.
Number 11, Madison Wood. She's a senior for Larned. Serves up. Kieswetter. Clark sets Bina on the right side. Larned, Larned blocked it back to the Blue Jays. They're not covering.
5-3, Larned trailing Norton.
Wood serving again. Goes to Brooks. Sets it up. Clark goes middle to David, who tries to push it over. And they
That was
block.
blocked right back.
Yep, blocked by Larned.
There's got a push going, Larned does. It's 5-4 Norton.
Woods again. Brooks, pass. Clark goes to the right side to Bina, but it's over to Larned's side. They're coming to the right. They push it back. Brooks, Clark, Bina tries to hit it over just a little, as much as she could. Larned pops it up. Brooks, Clark pushes it out to Cox. Back to Larned. Larned going right side. They push it over. Bina takes the first pass. Clark gets in, gets it up. Cox rolls it over just enough to where it hits the ground, and Larned couldn't handle it.
6-4 Norton, and they will be serving. Bina to serve.
Lots of hustle. Blue Jays are scrambling. Larned scrambling. We'd sure like to see a more controlled pass and set it up to get some in-system plays. Bina with a nice hard serve. Larned pushes it outside as a set, goes down the line. Bina has to take it, and nobody goes after that second ball. When those setters take that first pass, somebody's got to step in and get the ball, and Blue Jays just aren't doing that.
6-5 Norton with Larned to serve. Serving from the corner.
Cox, Kieswetter, and Brooks back in serve receive.
Requesting the photographer get out of the way.
Yeah, can't sit on the first row there.
Service is long.
I don't know if that helped us, but we'll take it.
Norton leads 7-5.
Cox back to serve for the Blue Jays. Nice serve to Larned. Pops it up. Setter has to go after it. They're going to free ball. Out of bounds. They tried to go deep with it, and it was too far. Went out of bounds. Point to the Blue Jays. Now the score is 8-5. Norton is winning over Larned. Cox to serve. Little floater serve on the right side. Larned pops it up. Set, trying in the middle. A swing and a miss.
Hit it right into the net. Norton's point, 9-5. They're leading Larned. They won the first set.
Cox still serving for the Blue Jays. Up and over. Larned gets it to the middle of the court. Run and pass set. Down the line. Try to hit it. Bina pops it up. Brooks hits it back to Larned. It's in the rafters. Oh. Boy, that ball, Larned hit it in the air. It went through the rafters, and the bracing of the rafters did not touch anything. Over to the Blue Jay side, and they didn't know what in the world to do.
9-6 Norton.
Larned serve. Brooks pass. Bina with a set to David. David hit it over to Larned. It comes over. David comes back to the middle, and she hits it down. Boy, that shows her athleticism. She hit on the right side, then got back to her base in the middle, was able to get the ball coming over and hit it down.
10-6 Norton.
Kieswetter with the serve. Pass Larned. Back row, set it up. Going deep. Cox has a nice pass. Bina goes back row to
That's in right on the line.
down the line. I think that's on the outside half of the line, but it was a good call.
It's on
Just
the
gotta
line.
touch it.
You think it was that close, huh? 11-6 Norton.
You know, because we can see so much better from up here.
Yeah, we're up top here.
Yeah. Kieswetter serving for the Blue Jays. Ball's up, down the middle. Oh, they hit it over into the Larned. Brooks hits it back to Larned. Oh, off the rafters. They get it up. free ball to the Blue Jays, barely over short. Miller pops it up to Bina. Bina goes outside to Clark. He hits it off the hands of the blocker, and it blocks it out of bounds.
12-6 Norton leading. Tiana Kieswetter serving.
Kieswetter serve is up. Going to the middle. Larned pass up, bump pass, bump set. And they were able to just hit it over in the Blue Jays short where they have the hole in their defense.
12-7. Now Larned serving.
Simmons, a sophomore for Larned, serves it. Cox off her arms. Miller keeps it out of the divider net. Kieswetter passes it over. Larned has it. They're setting middle. Nice hard hit. Off the arms of Miller on the block, and Kieswetter couldn't get to it. It redirected the ball just enough.
Norton 12, Larned 8. Second set, Norton won the first one.
Served by Larned. Over to Brooks. Bina outside to Miller. Miller cross court. Larned with the pass. Set outside. Hit off the hand. Oh, Kieswetter keeps it in. Cox just gets it over. Larned. Set. Hit.
And out
of bounds.
13-8 Norton. Lakin leading Scott City in their second set, 8-3. Lakin won the first one.
Larned pops it up. Bump set. Passes it over. Cox pushes it. Kieswetter steps up. Bina with a hit offhand. Larned can't handle it. Good job there. I tell you, that was a great job. Chloe pops it up. Got it out to Audrey from Kieswetter.
Larned wants a timeout. Norton leads 14-8. We'll be right back.
Let Bumps Auto Body help you take pride in your ride. Robert has years of experience and can go to work for you. If you're looking at a complete restoration or help with collision repairs, Robert can restore all makes and models of vehicles. Bumps Auto Body does glass work, fiberglass repair, and paintless dent repair. Let Bumps Auto Body help you take pride in your ride. Call for an estimate, 877-3977, or stop in West Highway 36, right behind Jacobs Auto Sales.
Welcome back. Norton in control, 14-8 over Larned, the second set, winning the first set.
Yeah, Blue Jays, I wouldn't say it's great volleyball, but it's enough. They're athletic enough. They're doing some good things. Larned's actually doing a lot of, they're keeping the ball in the air and starting to hit out of the middle, and the Blue Jays aren't quite ready for it. Clark's back to serve for the Blue Jays. Ball's up, over. Larned sets middle. Nice hard hit. Clark has to take the first pass. Bina steps in. Brooks, kind of a floater over, almost out of bounds. Larned hits into the net.
Now 15-8 Norton. Lakin leading Scott City 11-5.
Clark still serving. Getting the location from coach. Serves to the left side. Larned pops it up. Back set. Close to the pin. And they couldn't handle it.
16-8. Double them up. Good representation for our Blue Jays and the fans there. Lots of student body and parents and friends and relatives, supporters here. That's good to see. That's what we want.
Yep. You know, there's a JV football game tonight, so it's kind of dividing people, but it's a great show here. Clark with the serve. Larned pops it up, set to the outside. Hit, blocked by Brooks. That was a great job. Larned didn't quite get it, but they were covered, and they had two people get touches on it.
17-8.
Great job by Hallie with that net play.
Norton leading.
Served by Clark. Short one. Ooh! Oh, my goodness. Larned was able to get it back over to him. Clark sets it to Bina, who pushes it over. Larned's able to get it up. Brooks is there for the block. Scrappy from Larned.
Out.
Oh, they called a touch. Oh. Maybe his hand signals were, he was holding the flag while putting it up.
Yeah, he has a tendency to do that. Norton has the ball leading 18-8.
Clark serving again. Larned set middle. Well,
blocked out of bounds.
Yep, so Ellie Miller got a touch on that, but they did a good job trying to cross it, and it hit off the hands out of bounds.
Norton 18 and Larned 9.
Number 6, Wilson, sophomore, short serve. Brooks with the pass up. Clark pushes it out to Bina, who has to try to get it with her left hand. It's too far out from the pin, and she couldn't do anything with it.
Yeah,
they're talking.
It was over her head there.
Yep. Leah does a great job, and they're talking. Leah and Audrey trying to figure out what they need to adjust. Larned serves again. Cox gets it up. Leah back to Hallie. Hallie. Oh.
Nice block by Larned.
Yeah, that was a great block.
18-11, Norton leading.
Blue Jays really need to cover when somebody's hitting. They're getting a little lax on that. Number 6, Wilson, a sophomore for Larned. She's serving. Cox push sets it. Clark goes middle.
Oh, that was carry.
Miller over. Bina tries to tip. Clark takes the pass. Brooks over in 2. Larned's going to set middle. Oh, Kieswetter gets it down. Bina now hits it over to Larned. Now Miller hits it back to Larned. Larned gets it up. They're going to free ball over. Clark going to take the pass. Brooks over in 2. Larned sets middle.
Finally, a block by Miller that's good. I'll tell you what, the defense by Larned on that rally right there was phenomenal.
Well, it would come over, and they'd pop it up, and it would just go over the net, and Blue Jays would try to hit it back. So Brooks with the serve. Larned setting the left side. They hit. Bina takes the pass. Miller was just, her body was just a little twisted, and when she hit it, it was too far across court, and it went out of bounds.
Norton 19 and Larned 12.
Really like the hustle from the Blue Jays, and they're playing and moving and not having to think. That's a great job. Larned serving. Kieswetter steps in. Clark to Bina. Bina hits it hard. It's off a block, but it came down on Larned's side.
It was hit hard enough. It came off from 3 Larned players before he hit the ground. 20-12, Norton leading. Larned wants to talk it over. We'll be right back.
At New Age Industrial, we take great pride in our aluminum products by designing and manufacturing cutting-edge equipment for a variety of industries while maintaining the highest level of customer service. We're a global aluminum extruder and fabricator and one of the area's largest employers. Not only do we take great pride in our products, but we're also proud supporters of the area students and athletes. We'll be cheering them on all season long. To learn more, visit us online at newageindustrial.com.
Welcome back. Norton in control on the second set after winning the first one. It is now Norton 20 and Larned 19. Over on the other side, it's 18-8 with Lakin leading Scott City. Lakin won the first set over there. So it's looking like a matchup between Lakin and Norton next.
So the score is actually 20-12.
20-12, yeah.
That 2 kind of looks like an 8. Miller with the serve for the Blue Jays.
21-12.
Great job by Ellie. Miller serving again. Ball's up. Little short. Larned's trying to get it. Pass to the middle. Pass over to the Blue Jays. Miller gets the ball up. Clark setting middle to David. David, nice hit. Deep. That's a kill for Alexis David. We'd sure like to see her get going. She hasn't had a lot of sets to get herself going, but boy,
hit by 10 inches on that. That was a pretty good hit. 22-12, Norton leading.
Miller still serving for the Blue Jays. Ball's up. Larned gets it up. They push it over to the Blue Jays. Clark has to step in. Cox pushes it out to Bina. Hits it off a block. Another kill for Audrey. She is hitting hard today, but I tell you what, it was a good pass. And then Chloe Cox stepped in just like she's supposed to on that right side and pushed it out to one of their good hitters there in Audrey.
23-12 Norton.
Great teamwork by the Blue Jays. Miller serves short. Oh, I thought that was going to hit the net. Larned gets it up. Another free ball. Miller pass to Clark. Clark's going outside to Bina.
Another kill. It's hard to tell what that
was. I tell you that Larned's there. They're there for the block, just like they're supposed to. It's just going
serving for the match.
Miller serves up. Larned pops it up. Tries to bump set it to the outside. Have to bump it over to the Blue Jays. David with a pass to Clark. It goes back to David. Larned gets it popped up. They're going to pass it over. David, Clark, Sabina. Out of bounds.
Just out.
Little long that time.
Norton 24 and Larned 13. Norton trying to break serve for the win.
Larned serving. Keith Wetter. Pass to the middle. Clark has to go get it. Brooks takes it over from the back row. Set middle for Larned. Had to adjust and just to get it over. Clark's going to go outside to Cox. That's a kill for Chloe to end the match.
Quite the kill for Chloe to end that match. Norton wins this one 25-13. The advantage is they'll get a little rest period as the other match going on. Lakin leading Scott City 19-13. So with that, we're going to take probably about a 15-minute break here. Then we'll come back for the second match of the afternoon for Norton. Be back in about 15 minutes.